Hey guys, welcome back. Links here. In this YouTube tutorial, I'll show you guys FileZilla versus NetFTP and the pros and cons that can have whenever you're hosting your Minecraft server on a remote host. So, right now I'm on the multicraft control panel, and to access your FTP details, you can always go to Files and then FTP File Access. Here's when you'll have your FTP information, your port, username, and then of course you use your multicraft password. And multicraft usually uses net2ftp. To access your files, you can use web-based client or any other FTP program. So normally what you would do, you put your password in, and you'll log into the FTP server. Now, as you can see here, this is powered by net2ftp. Net2ftp is a web-based FTP client, which connects to the Minecraft daemon that host uses, which actually provides your Minecraft hosting service, and it uses an FTP connection, a file transfer protocol connection. Now, some cons I usually do have is whenever you try to upload a file, there's always going to be a web restriction. CNET FTP is restricted to 18 megabytes, and PHP is always limited to 20 megabytes. This can be changed by the host, of course. Also, the maximum execution time, that means the max theoretical speed that you can go while uploading a file, the time is going to be around 60 seconds. So let's say you have really slow internet speed and you're uploading a file that's 18 megabytes and you upload it for 60 seconds, you only got 9 megabytes done, it's going to terminate the connection. Of course, again, this is a website restriction. Now, what's different about FileZilla or using FTP client? So right here I'm using FileZilla, and as you can see I use that same FTP details as I did connect to the server. Now, one main big difference about using FileZilla versus net2ftp is the download speeds, and of course no file size restrictions or time. You can upload a file as big as you want as long as your internet speed supported, and the maximum execution time can be as long as you want, because you're uploading directly from the computer onto your actual game server. So let's say you live in Florida, guys, this is just a generic example. Let's say you live in Florida and a file you want to upload is going to be in Dallas, Texas. So what's going to happen, let's say you start uploading a file from your computer over to the Texas server. It's not actually going to go straight from your actual home computer to Dallas. It's going to go over a computer network. Now for this example, since the host is running Cloudflare, and of course your request is going to be sent from your router to your ISP. Your ISP is going to send it over to Cloudflare, where actually it's going to do DNS lookup first, find out where Cloudflare's IP is, it's going to send to Cloudflare. Cloudflare is going to send a request over to the remote server's web server. So this is FTP panel, multicraft panel. So let's say the web panel is hosted over in this area over here. Then what the multicraft panel has to do is going to have to connect to the remote server down here, so it's going to have to send another request from here all the way down here. Now normally if you use an FTP connection, usually it will send your connection from your home over to your ISP straight all the way down to the Dallas location. However, it has to go from your home to Cloudflare to the web panel, then over to Dallas, Texas, which does increase latency and does slow down your max cap speed at times because there could be some network congestion. I always recommend people using FTP or FileZilla, reason being, because you're going to be building that direct connection. You're not going to be connecting to other web hosts and dealing with HTTP traffic and all that. You're going to be connecting directly from Florida over to Dallas with 40 millisecond response times, instead of you dealing with 100, 200 millisecond response times like this before. Also with FileZilla, you can see everything that is going on. For example, if you want to connect to your hub server, you actually get the raw log information and actually shows you everything in real time. Let's say I want to upload this file over. As you can see, it works kind of instantly. Let's say I want to upload this file over to remote host. As you see, it's taking time to upload to the host. And then click submit. Takes time. That's going to send it. You see how fast your FileZilla was? Also with FileZilla, you can always right click, you can edit files on the fly, and then you can always drag and drop big files over without any speed restrictions. Now what does that mean for me? Should I stop using net2ftp on the multicraft panel? Absolutely not. I always recommend if you need to do small little file changes like update your server properties, anything like that, I always recommend doing those tiny little changes on net to FTP. However, if you need to upload a big world or a folder with a bunch of files, or need to upload a 1 gig file, anything like that, I always recommend using FileZilla or any other FTP based client, as it's going to make your life way easier. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this little mini lesson. So I just want to give you guys some general knowledge on the differences between using an FTP client like FileZilla or using a web-based net to FTP client, and how it can affect your performance whenever you're uploading files or anything like that on a remote Minecraft host. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike. Any questions, comments, or concerns can be left down in my comment section. And as always, thank you guys for supporting the channel, and of course see you in the next video. Bye bye.